Hey, I'm Royal. I was rank 1 a couple weeks ago. I'm now rank 2 in Legendary Queue, and with the season about to end, I thought now is the perfect time to make this video. Wild Rift matchmaking this season was awful. But why is that? And how do we fix it? Well, let's go back to Season 2. Season 2 of Wild Rift had arguably the best matchmaking of any season. Grandmaster and Challenger had less than 1000 players, matchmaking was fast, and the game quality was very good in those high-elo games. Well, to reach high-elo in the early seasons, you actually had to be very good at the game. LP gains in Grandmaster and Challenger were extremely punishing, gaining 10 LP per win and losing up to 20 for a loss. This quickly sent mediocre players back to Diamond, and they were no longer matched with Grandmaster and Challengers. So what happened? Riot decided that your ranking shouldn't reflect how good you are, but how much you play. This is when it all started going downhill. Every season going forward, high-elo saw more and more player inflation, to the point that Diamond 1 is 15% of the player base. Riot did this by completely removing LP, promotion series, adding ranked fortitude and loss shield in every single rank, even in Challenger. This allows players with even negative win rates to climb as high as Grandmaster if they display enough games. To put this all in perspective, let's compare Wild Rift matchmaking to League of Legends. The League of Legends equivalent to Wild Rift Diamond 1 is Gold 1. Let me say that again. If you're Gold 1 in League of Legends, you're in the top 15% of players. For Wild Rift, that is Diamond 1. In League of Legends, Diamond 1 is the top 0.66%, less than 1 in 100 players. Here's a great example. This is the rank 1 player, Kranix. His mid laner in this game is Master tier, which is the equivalent of a Plat 3 player in League of Legends if you look at the percentiles. Can you imagine the rank 1 player playing with a Plat 3 player? That is what is happening. Riot just hides that by inflating the Plat 3 player to Master tier. Regular ranked ranking doesn't reflect how good players are, it reflects how many games they can spam while beating up lower skilled players. Obviously, high-elo players started complaining. The game quality was awful. Imagine being the rank 1 player in solo queue, having a top 10% Master tier player on your team, which is the same as Platinum in League of Legends. The complaining led to some good though. Introducing Legendary Queue. Riot was trapped. The only way to fix matchmaking was to separate the good high-elo players from the inflated ones. Obviously, they can't just demote the inflated players back to lower ranks, because they would get demotivated and quit the game. Imagine going from Grandmaster to not being able to get out of Diamond. Thousands of players would quit the game. So what did Riot do? They introduced ranks above Challenger. So in Season 6, we got Legendary Queue. Legendary Queue is a solo-only queue available to Diamond Plus players for only 12 hours per day, introducing 6 more ranks. This allowed Riot to create a very competitive queue with strict MMR matchmaking, and in the beginning, it was great. The first few weeks, every high-elo player swapped to Legendary Queue, and we started hitting Legend. We got into some awesome Legend and Immortal only games. Right now, there are only 700 players that are Immortal and above, meaning if you're Legend, you can only queue up and play versus the 700 best players in the server. By then last. And this time, it's not only Riot to blame. Players were quickly becoming demotivated by being hard stuck in Legendary Queue, causing many to swap back to normal ranked, where they can stomp players way beneath their skill level and pick up easy wins. This caused Legendary Queue times to increase, which caused more players to go back to playing normal ranked, which caused queue times to increase more, and so on in a constant loop. Now, as a Legend player, I have to wait 6+ hours in queue for a single game, because the 700 players that are Immortal Plus would rather stomp Master tier players in normal ranked than struggle to win against players of similar skill level. I'm honestly disappointed in the community. The best part of League of Legends and Wild Rift is the competitive and rewarding matchmaking. But it turns out the mobile community doesn't want competition. They want feel-good pub stomping. Every time I see someone complain about their bad teammates on Twitter or Discord, I just remember that they're literally playing against Gold and Platinum players. Of course they're going to make mistakes, they're still learning and improving. If they wanted actual good teammates, they would play Legendary Queue. But they don't want good teammates in exchange for good opponents. They just want to stomp bad players and get easy wins. I have many suggestions that would fix matchmaking. But what I have realized is that only a small minority of players want a competitive ranked queue. Most players just want to stomp players beneath their level, get easy wins, and climb just by playing a lot instead of playing well. Thank you for watching, and let's hope that Season 8 will be better.